Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
What the hell's going on? Shit! Wake up, people! People! Wake up, for Christ's sake! What is... Wake up! What is... Shit! It's no good! Ah! Oh, God! Ah! Shoot them! You shoot them! Come on! Take my shotgun! Here! But they're all blocked. Quick!
He's alive! Come here, quick! Don't use the flamethrower! Please! Give him a chance!
Hey there guys, welcome to another vlog, and today it's Metro Redux or Redux or Redux or whichever way you want to pronounce it for whichever country you might be in. This is two games. This is Metro Last Light and Metro 2033, which was the first one, and they have done a new gen touch-up job, shall we call it, like The Last of Us have done and so on. Now, when I first heard about it, I wasn't overly excited. I had tried Metro Last Light on the PS3. They released it as a PS Plus free game and I gave it a go, and I started enjoying it. I only played it for sort of an hour or so and it was starting to grab me in, but other games came along and I didn't get back to it. There was a huge amount of screen tearing in it, and anyone who knows me knows it's a bugbear of mine. So I think all of that together just kind of, I never really went back to it. But the concept interested me, and I loved the world from when I went into it. It had a great atmosphere, although I didn't see much of it on the PS3. So I was quite excited when I heard about it, but I wasn't overly excited. But the more and more I saw footage of just how much of a touch-up job they'd done on this, the more I got excited, because it looked absolutely brilliant on the clips I was seeing. And after playing it for a good few hours now, I think I'm about halfway through, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm playing Metro 2033, which was the first one. It's supposed to be the lesser good looking of the two, but it's had the biggest upgrades, so they've put the Metro Last Light engine on top of the old game, I think. They've done a wonderful job with it, and they're hitting 60 frames per second with 1080p, so it looks absolutely brilliant for the age of game that it is. I mean, it certainly it holds itself up well, I have to say. So I'm really looking forward to getting to Metro Last Light and seeing how good that one stands up as well. But it's more than just the look of this game, because it's not just a straightforward FPS. It's a bit more at its heart than that. It's trying to tell quite a dark story, and it doesn't just throw you into level after level of shooting people in the face, which you can do in this game, and you're in a post-apocalyptic Russia. This whole game is set in Russia. It's called Metro because you are living in a world where humans are living underground in the old metro rail stations and railway lines, because the top of the world has been completely destroyed through nuclear war and has now become overrun with the sort of mutant... we don't really know what they are. They seem to believe that they are mutant humans or mutant types of being. But there's a whole sort of... it's not spiritual, I think it might be a psychic kind of thing going on, sort of connection with these beings, and there's a real sort of underlying story of something trying to communicate with your character and so on. So I've yet to see what all that leads to. But it's got this real spooky kind of atmosphere and vibe which I didn't expect. You know, I expected it to be sort of dark and shoot people and you know, sneak about. But the mutants themselves have really caught my eye because they look fantastic. They really come at you. You know, you don't get time to think. I mean, I started playing this game on hard, and I actually brought it down to normal just so I can enjoy it a bit more, because I was just dying for fun. They just don't stop, these things. They just keep piling into you. So yeah, so I tweaked it down to normal, and I'm enjoying it a lot more now. But it's a pretty tough ride sometimes, and it doesn't always show you the path. You have to have a good look around to find out how you get to the next section when you're digging around tunnels and stuff. It is linear, but it opens itself up to a point where you've really got to look about. And it does have that element of, I've got to find bullets, I've got to find... there's a really good bit in it. If you go near the surface or into certain segments underground, it's toxic, so you have to wear a gas mask, and the gas mask, you have to replace the filters on it as you spend more time in it. So you've got to collect filters for it, you've got to collect ammo from people you've killed or in corners, and some beautiful little touches. You have a lighter in the left hand where you can just activate it with the D-pad any time and sort of torch big massive cobwebs, and all these spiders splatter out, and you find stuff behind them sometimes, where you're just trying to make your path easier because they can slow you down, these massive cobwebs. Got these sort of mutant spiders on them. Spiders don't do you any harm, it's just that it all adds to the vibe, you know. It looks absolutely brilliant. The whole vibe is brilliant. It's got that whole spooky feeling I'm talking about. It's got the whole Russian vibe going really well. It's really nice to play a game that isn't all American accents. Nothing against American people, I love them. But I don't want every game in the world to have an American accent. So it's really nice to have a game or two games here which are just ram-packed full of Russian accents and a completely different world, you know. I think to some extent there's very few games. I think Lara Croft's probably one of the few characters that doesn't have an American accent. So there's not many, you know. It's the same in films, obviously. So it's nice. It's nice to have the change but it gives it a whole different feel for me. It does feel sometimes like the voices are a bit pushed out. I mean, the children in it. There was a scene where you have to sort of take this child to its mum or whatever it was, and he's talking to you, but the voice. I mean, he was about 6. They had the voice of a James Earl Jones, you know. It was like far too deep. It sounded like a woman trying to do a child's voice. I could be wrong. It could have been a kid, but it sounded like a 6-year-old with a 14, 15-year-old's voice. So there was little bits like that, but on the whole, the accents are really good. The acting's great, and overly Russian, if anything, I suppose. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm rambling on a bit, but I'm really enjoying it. There's no level up system or you know, anything to have you worry about. It really is just a first person story that's got great action in the middle of it. It just feels fantastic, and you don't feel like you have to think about too much. You have got the ability to go to shops and upgrade your weapons to a degree. You can add barrels to them to cool them down, or you can add silencers to them for the stealthy sections. And I really love doing stealth in this game. You can sneak around and you can switch off little lamps and torches and candles and stuff and really darken your way around. and I found that the enemies were actually walking into their own traps and shooting each other, which was really cool. Because I wondered what was happening at first, and that's because I turned all the lamps off. They were all stumbling into their own traps, which then someone else thought they were the enemy and started shooting them and stuff like that. So there was some really nice quirky bits in it as well, which I really like. So all in all, if you had any doubts about giving that a go, it's only £30 for 2 full whack next gen touched up games. Absolutely give it a go. You'll not get better value as far as I'm concerned. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm really hooked on it. I'm about, as I say, I'm about half, maybe 3/4 of the way through 2033. I don't know because I've never played it, but it feels like I've been in it for a while. So if you had any doubts about it, don't have them. If you like that sort of thing, first person sneaky bouts and bit of atmosphere, a bit of a vibe, then go give it a go. And I'll do another vlog soon and speak to you all soon. You guys take it easy. Bye.